Hello there, mathematicians. Today we will be reviewing Math Objective K.6. This is the same objective that we worked on yesterday, but instead of doing differences and subtracting, we're going to be doing some sums and some addition. Let me read that objective for you. I can model and solve single-step story and picture problems with sums to 10 using concrete objects. So we're going to be doing some adding and we're going to use some manipulatives. If you'd like to practice with me, you can use the number path if you made one from yesterday when we did our subtraction, or if you still have your part whole plate, you can use that. And if nothing else, you can use 10 frame. All of these are tools that will help you to act out this story problem, or these story problems, I should say. All right, so what we're going to do today is we are going to not just look at number sentences, we are going to actually be listening to a story. And in this story, we're going to listen for the number or the quantity, and we're also going to listen for the action that's happening in the story, so we know exactly what we're going to do and how we're going to solve this problem, okay? Let me show you what it's going to look like. So I'm going to use the number path. I'm also going to use the part whole plate, and then we're going to take that information and we're going to transfer it to our traditional number sentence or equation. That way you know how to do all of it, okay? All right, so let me read my first story. I'm going to read it a few times. Let it sink in and think about what's happening here. Juan found 3 starfish at the beach, and then he found one more. How many starfish did Juan find? So let's think about that. I have some numbers, some quantities in there, and some action. All right, so first, Juan found 3 starfish at the beach. But then he found one more. That word more is really important to understand action here. We want to know, figure out how many starfish Juan found together, because we heard that word more, right? So let's use some minis and practice using our part whole plate first. I have some little mini erasers that I found at my favorite store that are going to help us tell our story today. So if you remember from the beginning, Juan found 3 starfish. So I'm going to put those in my first part. But then he found one more starfish. So I need to put one more on my plate in the other part. But at the end of the story, there was a question. We want to know how many starfish Juan found when he was at the beach. How many of them all together? Well, let's put them all together. One, 2, 3, 4. So to answer the question, Juan found 4 starfish at the beach. Now, I can also use my number path to do the same thing, right? Juan found 3 starfish, so I'm going to put in 3. And then, because he found one more, I'm going to add one more to my path, right there. And I've got 4. Let's see what that's going to look like in a traditional number sentence using numerals, okay? Let's see what you remember. How many starfish did Juan find? 3. And how many more starfish did Juan find? 1. So how many starfish did Juan find all together? 4. This number sentence can be read in 2 ways. Read it with me. 3 and 1 is 4, or 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay? All right. Let's do another story. We know that our friend Mrs. Strange loves to eat crab legs, right? Well, I don't have crab leg minis, but I do have some little crabs. So I'm going to change this story a little bit, and we're going to say that Miss Strange likes to eat 5 crabs. But she was hungry, so she ate 2 more crabs. How many crabs did Miss Strange eat? Well, let's use our part whole plate. First, she ate 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But remember, she's still hungry, so she ate 2 more. We want to know how many she ate together. Slide them together in the whole set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mrs. Strange ate 7 crabs. All right, using that number path, starting with the same number. Miss Strange ate 5 crabs. So let's fill in the first 5 spaces. Then she ate 2 more. 1, 2, 2. Did she just eat 2 crabs? No! First she ate 5, then 2 more, so we need to combine the quantities and see that she ate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 crabs all together. Don't get that mixed up. All right, let's take a look what it's gonna look like in our number sentence and equation. First, she ate 5 crabs. And then she ate 2 more. Altogether, Miss Strange ate 7 crabs. So your number sentence would read like this. 5 and 2 is 7, or 5 plus 2 equals 7. Let's take a look at what your work is going to be in Seesaw today. You're not going to be using starfish or crabs. You're going to be using some cookies. So once you're back in Seesaw, you'll find activity 6.4 math word problems. Click add response. Select your name and icon. On this page, you're going to want to use your move tool. Instead of using minis, you could use minis at your house to help you solve these problems, but this activity also has some cookies that you can actually move on the screen to help you solve and tell the story problem. So let's take a look at this first one. It says, Bob got 3 cookies and then got 3 more. How many cookies did Bob have? So here, this one's done for us. You can see that Bob got 3 cookies. 1, 2, 3. That's the first part. Then he got 3 more. 1, 2, 3. That's the second part. But we want to solve for how many cookies Bob had. He didn't just have 3. He had 3 and 3 more. So we're going to count them all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to grab my T-tool. I'm going to need to make this box a little bit smaller, and I'm going to type in the number 6 because Bob had 6 cookies. All right. You're also going to be typing in the actual equation down here. That's why I showed you how to do it on the whiteboard so that you could use your T-tool and you could practice typing out the number sentence as well. So here it's already typed in for you. He started with 3 cookies, then he got 3 more, and together they are 6. So I could come down here, make my box a little smaller, and type in 6. All right, let's see. Here's the story up above, okay? If you would like to hear me read the story, I will record them right here. Do you see this blue little caption sign? I will read the sentence or the story problem to you, and then you can work on making it happen up here using the cookies to tell the story, and then using the text box to fill in the numbers and your own number sentence. There are 3 pages for this activity. This is page 1. You'll do the same on page 2 and the same on page 3. So that's going to give you 5 story problems to work on. Once you've used the cookies to show your work, use the text tool or the T tool to type in the number sentence. I'd like you to click the green check and submit.